Hello. Good morning. How you guys doing today? Welcome in. Good morning, good evening, good night. Hope everything's going great. This is August 11th. Let's see what's on tap for the energies today, how you can best use them. If you're watching this at night, then consider it forward, okay? That the reading will go forward for you if you're watching it whenever you're drawn to this. Whenever you're drawn to this, it's a moment in time for you to look forward into the next few days, next few hours, whatever it is. So that is my intention. So let's see what comes up. What is going on for you guys today? All right. It's Friday. Okay. Let's see. All right. Boundaries. Talking about that in my heart healing group, definitely. Past life. Uh-huh. And knowledge. So, lately we've been talking a lot about manifesting on this channel. And one of the things that I've been talking about is the one surefire thing that is going to keep you from manifesting your best life are triggers. Okay? Because triggers are living in the past. They're information that is saying, hey, pay attention to me, take care of me, work with me, bring me up out of the subconscious, grieve me, grieve the loss of a relationship, grieve the feelings of unworthiness around money, feel it, be it, transmute it, and let it go. If you have no triggers around money, that's attractive energy. If you have triggers around money, that's resistant energy. Okay? So I am just recommending that, we don't do things to run away from our triggers. We all do it. Okay? Every single one of us has done this in the past, that we run away from things that feel uncomfortable. But I'm saying to you, the more you can sort of face that and work with that energy, the more you're going to bring through it, more that you're going to bring yourself through it and bring yourself to the other side where you can manifest what you're looking to manifest. That, my friend, is knowledge. Okay? It doesn't come from outside you necessarily. It's coming from inside the house. All right? The information that's trying to get through to you is all right here. You don't have to go searching, right? Dorothy, it's right in your own backyard. All right. 8 of Cups is what you don't see coming. So 8 underneath is what you don't see coming. Okay. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, Temperance, 3 of Wands, there's the trigger, 2 of Swords. I'm afraid about the future. I'm afraid about what's happening on the other side of this. I'm afraid to take action because what if I do and I don't like what's on the other side of this? Page of Wands, the 6 of Cups. All right, I do see the 7 of Swords. I'm going to take it. Okay, all right, so there's relationship issues here. And, come here, you chariot. Whoopsie, come here, you chariot. All right, I feel like this is boundaries. All right, 7 of Wands is boundaries. So some of you are really wanting to move forward in your life. Like I can feel it. Like we talk about this in Pathfinders. We talk about this in all my groups. Some of you are really wanting to move forward. But then when you're kind of presented with, well, you're going to have to sort of work with some uncomfortable feelings of the past to transmute them into knowledge or transmute them into work. It's like workable intelligence. It's wisdom. Okay. Knowledge is like a bunch of facts, but wisdom is a bunch of facts combined with experience, combined with the feeling of I can do this. Okay. So there's a little bit about that going on here. And I feel like the way forward, especially in relationships, I'm getting the Hierophant and the Chariot. Number one is to learn about boundaries. So some of you had been run over as kids with your boundaries, not allowed to have boundaries, not allowed to have privacy, not allowed to say no to people. It was impolite or something like that. And I feel like you're really working to get to the next level, the next stage. We had Lionsgate this week. The energy is still in play. And I'm really excited to get to the next side of this, or to the new beginnings. And I've been talking about new beginnings in readings for months. And it just seems like, first of all, there's a misunderstanding about divine feminine energy, about allowing. And there's also a misunderstanding or not sure how to work with boundaries, not sure how to say no, not sure. This is all coming also from past life. So a lot of these in a lot of this information is going to fuel you in your life forward. And these are things that you're really here to do on this planet. You're learning to clear past life karma. You're learning to clear the things that are in the way of your happiness. And you do have to go into the lion's cage to tame the lion. You have to put yourself in with the thing that you're most terrified about. Find out why you're terrified about it, understand it, and feel it. So it's not just a hear thing. It's not just a intellectually I understand this, because we can intellectually understand a lot of things, but we don't have the resonance with it on a feeling level, right? Like the difference between someone who's talking about Hawaii and someone who's lived there. The difference between someone who's read a book about a certain thing, although reading books is important, versus someone who's worked in the field. Okay? Learning from someone who's only read about it versus someone who's read about it and done it and been there and maybe written a book about it, right? Two different experiences. So some of you are wanting to be, really step into your healing gifts, become healers, teachers, guides, mystics. The way to do that is to walk the path. Walk the path of the thing you want to heal in others. Do the healing work for yourself. Only through that experience of transmuting that energy will you become a teacher of note. Otherwise, you're just repeating sort of what is already known about something. The reason to have experience and to come from a place of experience and come from a place of healed experience equals wisdom is that you're bringing something new. So all of your triggers, all of the things that you're afraid of or don't want or whatever it is, or have been through the mill on, whatever it is, all of those things are here for you to transmute their energies, heal for yourself, and then be a shining example of someone who can walk through that kind of fire. That's what it means to really walk your spiritual path. So if you are saying, I want to be a coach around, bringing twin flames into union, great. So you can read a lot about it. You can experience what other people, or you can hear what other people have experienced, but what is your particular journey? What is the new thing you're bringing to the table? What is the thing that we've never heard before? And it's not necessarily that it's not known information. It's that when it's filtered through your experience, how you say it, how you communicate it can be all the difference. So you're like, well, my experience is no different than anybody else's. That may or may not be true. But how you communicate it, that may hit and resonate with somebody that has watched all kinds of twin flame videos and they're kind of like, still don't get it. Someone is waiting for you to share your experiences. And then think about all the times you look at videos and like, that doesn't resonate with me. But they're all the same topic. But you like this guy because you like how he says it. That's what a teacher is. Someone who uses their own unique wisdom and experience and their own words, their own ability to communicate. Words matter. Words matter. Words are frequency. Words are vibration. Just as much as walking and taking action is, words are action. They're not nothing. So the next time you're like, yeah, I heard about narcissists from all these people, but this woman, I really like her because she has it for some reason. And that's fine. You're vibrating on that person's frequency. That's fine. Okay? It's totally fine. So the devil, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, your experiences, they're not for nothing. They're learning, they're teaching fodder. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, the masculine energy's there. Strength, Two of Wands. Oh, look at that. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Cups, putting them into action. Look at this, Five of Cups and the Sun. So I think the reason that most people don't want to walk through that fire of bringing up, when you get triggered by something, it's an outsized reaction to a situation that's happening now, but you're really reacting as if it was in the past. You're reacting to something from the past. It's made you, okay, this is a really gross example, but like having food poisoning, right? Like, I don't want that. Like you feel perfectly fine, but like, I don't want that again, right? Because you've already experienced something that wasn't good that you don't want to do again. Deterrent. It's a deterrent. And it's like, woo, you have an outsized reaction to it. And eventually over time, it probably goes away, but probably. Sometimes it doesn't go away, but probably. And I just feel like that's all of those triggers that you have are information. Some of them you can actually track back into your childhood, and some of them you can't, because some of them are past life. If you don't know why you react a certain way to certain things, it could be past life. It could be a childhood experience that you've squashed down into your subconscious, even into your unconscious. And it's coming up because it needs to. It needs to be healed. It needs to be worked with and dealt with. So the devil energy are the things that keep us standing still. So a lot of fears around, if I go this way, then this is going to happen. If I go that way, that's going to happen. Some of you could have really been dealing with people who crossed your boundaries, who destroyed your boundaries, who didn't care about your boundaries. And some of you also have created such rigid boundaries that there's no way forward, because I can't feel that again. Some of you might have had your heart broken so severely that you're like, I can't feel that again. Okay. But over time, sure, maybe not right away, but over time, your job is to let that pain out of the cellar. Let the pain out, feel the feelings. You have to feel it all at once. Sometimes past life regression is a great thing, or sometimes being hypnotized or doing some things around it that you need professional guidance around being able to feel something that was really deeply hurtful or something like that, then do it. You don't have to do it all by yourself. Okay? So it's standing in the way of your truth. It's standing in the way of new ideas. If you let yourself be driven by past fears around love, around money, terrified, it could just come from somebody saying something about money. It doesn't even have to be for you to experience it. You just believe that person so strongly that you're like, oh yeah, that would be, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. All of those reactions to things, it's really helpful to write them down when they happen. An outsized trigger is an outsized reaction to an existing stimulus right now in your life that is from the past. It's not the thing that's right in front of you. It's what it represents to you. And if it's representing some kind of fear or some kind of block or something like that, then the only way forward is for you to do the work. The Knight of Pentacles, do the work. And this is also like, do the healing. This is about self-care. And if you're not very good at self-care, it's likely that you may have not experienced very good self-care. If it's like, I don't want to go into this again because of fear of loss, I don't want to put myself out there again, it requires you to be very vulnerable. Love requires vulnerability. And if you're not willing to do that, then you're resisting all the love and opportunity and joy and fun that you could have. I mean, I know that some people are like this about pets. Once they lose a pet and it's so painful, I've been through it many times. It's so painful that they're like, never again. And that says to me that there's such a deep pain that this person doesn't want to deal with it. So I never am like, okay, well, you're missing out. And that's true. But that's not what will help them move through that. It's sort of like, eventually they'll figure it out, right? Eventually there'll be enough like call to have another dog or another cat. Eventually there'll be an opportunity and they're going to have to deal with it at that point. Not that everybody needs a dog or a cat, but I personally don't understand why you wouldn't want to do that. But especially since I've been through it many, many times. But not everybody's cat or dog people, right? So like, think about it in other ways. What ways are you saying, no, never again? What ways are you saying that? And what ways are you blocking your happiness because you're choosing that? I'm going to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Sometimes people are resistant to doing the work because, they have gotten so depleted. They've gotten so drained by just sort of treading water, that like the idea of really going deep and doing some healing is like too much for them. So clarify the Knight of Pentacles here. It's very slow moving energy. 5 of Wands, Justice, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. So this is Gemini energy and Mercury. This is Libra. So this is a lot about thoughts. It's a lot about words, more about words. I feel like this person or this feeling is, I can't take what other people are going to say about it if I make choices for myself that they don't like. I can't do things for myself or move away from people. Maybe I have a very controlling family, or maybe I have a very controlling friend circle, or maybe like I can't do the thing that is the most exciting to me or opportunity rich for me because what will other people say? This 5 of Wands is sort of like saying to you, I feel like the message is like, if you're needing to manifest, the universe is kind of like saying, hey, we got another layer here. Another manifestation is in the offing. You might be dreaming about it. It might be coming up in your subconscious during dreams that you really wanted to go in a certain direction. But in the daylight, you're like, look at what's going to have to happen. Look at what I'm going to have to walk through in order to do that. And sometimes the pain, like, I really don't like this relationship. I feel like it's painful. I'm not feeling any love. I'm feeling it's so out of balance. I'm feeling like I'm stuck. But the pain isn't great enough for you to make a choice, because the pain of doing it doesn't seem like it's worth it. And there are some people who are saying to themselves they're not making a choice to move forward because the pain of doing it or the experience of doing it, they have in their head. Now they don't know. This is just what they're making up. So it's possible that in the past they wanted something and somebody made it so painful to do. I definitely have seen that. I had a friend in high school who really wanted to take ballet, and all of her life she wanted to be a ballerina. She wanted to do ballet. Her mother made it so painful for her to, get to rehearsals and get to it that she quit. And that was the point. That's what the mother wanted her to do. And I always thought, like, wow, how short-sighted that is. That kid is going to carry that with them for the rest of their life, and they're probably going to hate you for it. And there wasn't even any kind of discussion about, well, what are all the ways we can make this happen or do it? Like, okay, let's talk about it. Like, these are the things that are going to need to happen. There's the money thing. There's the transportation thing. Like, how can we make this something that can work for both of us? The mom was just like, I just don't want to do this. And so kind of crushed her daughter visibly, I thought. And that was something that was really, I'm sure, I know her still, but I don't know if their relationship survived that. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff too. So you cannot just assume also that other people are going to support you in what you want to do, especially if it runs afoul of what they want to do. So not even just selfishness about like, I just don't want to drive you to practice, but like the idea, this is family stuff, definitely. The idea that you'll be going away from me if you do this, that if I help you to go away from me, that means that I'm going to lose. I'm going to have loss. And so that mother, I always thought, was reacting to something that wasn't in the present either. She was reacting to fears of loss, which could have come from anywhere. So Ace of Swords, let me clarify the Ace of Swords. 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of this is about doing the heavy lifting of saying your piece and not letting your fears get in the way, because it's likely not true. And there's some of you who really are standing in your own way because you're thinking it's going to be too hard to get where you want to go, or I can't do that. You know, I want to go live in a foreign country, or I want to sail the world. I want to be, you know, at a comedy club and do stand up. And these dreams, like other people, especially those who never follow their own dreams, have a really nasty habit of crushing the dreams of other people. So keep your dreams to yourself. Know who you're telling your dreams to. Be very wary of that. Be, you know, sort of keep things a little bit close to the vest, this Two of Swords. Keep things a little bit in until you have sort of a plan. And this is a good way to tell who's a frenemy, because friends are always like, oh, I'll be so sad to miss you. But, you know, like, what can we do to help you? Like, how can this, like, legit, like, how can we help? Or how can we be part of this? That's so exciting. It's so exciting that you want to do this. And it may spur other people to do their own dreams, right? Not everybody is going to like try to crush your dream. Okay. So one more thing, Ace of Wands. This is a new idea. Fool. Yep. New idea. Fool. Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So a little bit of modification. So as you're going toward the new dream or toward what you want to do, you may find that there are ways of executing that you can base in your own experience, you can base in your own wisdom. The reason for wisdom is to be able to say, okay, I'm really excited about doing something, and I want to align myself with my highest and best good. A lot of opportunities will then start coming in, and you can choose some and not choose others, right? You can choose and you can say, okay, bring me helpful people, bring me the money I need to, you know, book the passage on the, I don't know, on the boat or whatever it is. Like, bring me the money, bring me the, you know, and still kind of like just walk your path, walk your way, walk your path. I feel like some of you are really excited about a new idea or a new opportunity, and let's see where it goes. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards individually, each zodiac sign in the extended, to give you some individual information. But this looks super, super exciting to me with the sun down here. All right, link is in the description box below. Let's keep going. See you, Pathfinders, over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.